Yes, thank you for hopping on into the iSnap interviews, Mr. Blair.
What's going on, my brother? No problem, no problem.
Just chilling and having another great day.
That's cool, that's cool.
Spring just started, it's nice and warm finally, so
Yeah,
we outside.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, now definitely I want to have you on here because to my understanding you had a powerlifting competition that took place some time ago, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
back in 2021, November 7th, 2021.
Okay, and to my understanding it's like your very first competition of this kind?
Yes, sir.
So first and foremost, let us know a little bit more about what got you started on your fitness journey.
Man, my fitness journey goes as far as back as 2014, man. Crazy thing, I was trying on clothes at K&G and I couldn't fit nothing there. So I was in the, what they call that, the dressing room. And I cried, man. Then I was having knee problems real bad and I went to the doctor and she advised me to lose weight. So I started a week before Thanksgiving. Starting weight was 322 pounds, and within 8 months, I got down to 222 pounds.
Yeah. Okay, now, like anything else, especially when you just start your fitness journey, what was like the challenges that you faced? Like, were you like having any doubts while you were in this process? What was going on through your mind?
What was going on through my mind was just me being disciplined and staying motivated through everything. You know, it's easy to start, but it's hard to keep going. It's hard to be consistent when you're not used to being active. So for me, it was just writing down a goal and just focusing on that goal.
Okay, yeah, and definitely from that point on, after you pretty much got your formula down, you pretty much managed to like find a way to stick with your program, right?
Right. So I went cold turkey on everything. So I went cold turkey on fast food, cold turkey on sweets. I was drinking nothing but a gallon of water every day. If I would go to a restaurant, I would eat chicken breast, but I would tell them like, don't season, my chicken with your seasoning. I'll just tell them, just bring me some sauce and I'll dip it. I was eating broccoli, asparagus. I was in the gym. I was going to the gym even when the weather was bad outside. And like, I would literally get mad because I couldn't go to the gym. So I'll catch the bus. At the time, I didn't have a car, so I would catch the bus. And my first trainer, his name was Louis Chamberlain. And I met him at the Powerhouse Gym on Miller Road. And actually, I didn't choose him. He chose to be my trainer. So we sat down, we came up with a realistic goal, and we just went after it. Some days I'll go to the gym 2 times a day. Even on my days off, so I will go 2 times a day. But when I will have to work, Hurley had, little cardio where I had weights and stuff that I could use to do workouts at work on my breaks and stuff.
Yeah, and I pretty much have been following you for years, and you pretty much did also like put out some videos where you were actually showing out your workouts, even while you were at the workplace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I've seen it all where you just like go ahead and just going in, and
yep.
doing, like having a mask on and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say, hey, that actually might be a challenge for me because I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I can go ahead and wear a mask.
Like it's hard. It's hard because you already getting winded during the workout. So with having the mask on, it's making it even more challenging. But when I started my journey, I always had my trainer record what I did. So you didn't see the final product. You always saw what I went through coming from 322, getting out of the 300s to coming back into the 200s. And you seen me go from big to smalling within 8 months. So.
And that definitely takes a lot of dedication because it's actually a good idea to go ahead and just showcase what you are doing more for yourself.
Right.
Be able to like, okay, I had to push myself this hard. Now I can go ahead and push myself to the next level.
Right.
Each and every time.
For sure. And I'm on my journey again right now. So, and it's challenging. It's very challenging. And it seemed to me it seemed easier the first time around losing the weight than this time. So, due to the pandemic and everything, that's when I lost motivation. So, to lose weight, man.
Yeah, the pandemic definitely hit a lot of people. Like, and I understand it's very hard to keep up with that during those times because. You can do a lot of the workouts at home,
right.
But to keep that motivation going without being in a fitness facility, it can be very challenging.
It is. It's very challenging because, like, knowing that I was able to go to a gym, it made me look forward to going to the gym. But when that was shut down due to COVID, I became lazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I became lazy because I'm like, dang, I'm walking around the neighborhood and I'm doing push-ups here and there, but that's just not enough. And then going to the grocery store, not having the food that you normally would eat because people sitting there cleaning the grocery aisles out. So all I had left was fast food.
I mean, what else can you do with that type of situation? Like, everybody acting like this is pretty much the end of the world. Which
right.
Like, hey, we've been through a pandemic before. It's just happening in our time. So
right.
Like, don't all the food, man.
Right.
Like, we all started.
Right. And like now, it's a good thing. I just started going back to the doctor. I just got me a physical a couple weeks ago. My doctor wasn't concerned about my health. She said, you're in good health. She said, the good thing you do is going to the gym. You're being active. So she said, that's the best thing. She said, you got the first thing down. And yes, I'm on a diet, but I don't consider it a diet. I just say a better way of eating. So 3 days out the week, my doctor has me eating plant-based. And the other days, but I just pushed it to 5 days instead of just doing the 3, because doing the 3, okay, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna challenge myself and do 5 days out the week. And then the other 2 days, I can eat fish, turkey. I stay away from the pork. I stay away from red meat. I recently just had to give up dairy because my body can't take it anymore. So, and it's gonna be a challenge, but I know I can do it.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, you pretty much already showed that you were what you were capable of doing before. It's pretty much just all a matter of like finding that right motivation for you to like get back in the game again.
Right.
Yeah. And still, to me, it's like, hey, you still one of the most active, fit brothers that I know.
For sure.
Especially in a sense of like, hey, I'm still not going to stop. I'm still going to keep striving forward. And that's the best quality to have for anybody to keep on striving forward, even if it gets challenging and hard at times.
Right. Because you don't really know. You can motivate people through this. You don't know who you can reach through this. There's a lot of people that just look to others for motivation. And so if they see somebody of their caliber and their kind or their size, like, hey, if he can do it, I know I can do it. It's just a matter of me just putting it in my head that I can do it. And the biggest thing for me that I'm working on during this journey is not being hard on myself. So I don't worry about a scale. I just go off of feeling how my body feels. So
yeah, and that's something that I actually learned from somebody that was in fitness too. That the best way to really like push yourself and challenge yourself is pretty much not to just keep up with where you're at, but just keep yourself pushing until you can't really do it no more. Then after you get your body rested, then go ahead and like push yourself right on over again.
Because you think about it, you keep getting on the scale, you scale watching. So you're going to make the process hard for you. You're going
that can actually deter people when they just like seeing that because like they want an immediate result.
Right, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're not gonna get results immediately. Your first weight loss is gonna be your biggest weight loss, and then after that, it might be a couple pounds here, a pound, or half a pound here, but you just work with it. Just keep going. And I don't just use gym as a getaway. The gym is therapy for me. So everybody has an outlet. The gym is my outlet. So after I deal with a long day at my job, I'm going to the gym. So like everybody has they play the game or they draw or they write, they do whatever is their fix. The gym is, I don't know what I would do without the gym, honestly.
I mean, hey, you pretty much what we call the good boys in life.
Right,
if I'm not in the gym, then I'm actually killing myself.
Right.
And yeah, I definitely love how you pretty much just stuck with it and even built yourself up to that point where you were actually able to enter a powerlifting competition. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what the process was like to get in there?
So at the time, I had a trainer named Rick Fleming, and we still work together from time to time. Just right now, I'm just working by myself. I actually hit him up on a text like, "Hey man, I'm thinking about want to do a powerlifting competition." I was literally on YouTube one day watching a powerlifting competition, and I'm like, "Man, I wonder if I just put my mind to doing it, I can do that." And I texted him. I said, "Hey man, bro, I want to do a powerlifting competition." He was like, "All right, man, let's get to work." So me not knowing my strength, I'm glad I didn't use a lot of my strength when I was younger, lifting heavy weights. So when we started our first workout, I went up to 225 on the bench, and like each week, my muscle memory was progressing, so I was able to go up and hit new plateaus every week. And preparing for that, that's a grueling process because you might not get a deload week until probably 4 weeks out from your competition. But like every week it's like you're doing something new, doing something different. So I had to relearn how to lift properly. Because when you doing the powerlifting competitions, so for like bench, they give you an order. So you have to unrack it. So your arms can't be shaking. So they won't say down until your arms are still. And so then you have to, it's like a pause rep. So you have to wait for them to say lift, and then you lift, and then they'll tell you to rack it back on the rack. And then they have the different lights. So white means you cleared it. Red means like you didn't clear it. You didn't get the rep. So I had to properly learn how to squat. I had to properly learn how to deadlift with proper form. And my strongest thing to do is deadlifting. So, and I went to Niles, when I finally got to the competition, I went to Niles, Michigan. Never heard of this city in Michigan, and I've lived in Michigan all my life.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of places in Michigan you never heard of.
So
exist. Oh my God.
So I'm literally driving 3 hours. So mind you, I couldn't eat anything until after I weighed in. So like I was able to eat a snack after I weighed in, but I had to basically fast to weigh in, and it was cool. It was a cool process. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous, and it was good having my friends and family there, to support me.
Okay. Now, can you do us all a favor? Just show us the nice, lovely medal that you have brought with you.
Oh man,
today.
so this is
That's just verified proof that you have a real champion under our belt.
So I think when the squat I missed my first and my third rep. I got my second rep. My bench, I cleared everything on the bench. Had perfect score on the bench for all 3 lifts. My deadlifts, perfect, all 3 attempts. So, my brother for sure. He's sitting over here. You can't see him, but my brother Anthony, he calmed me down. You know, when I was nervous. You know, and I had everybody there that was just offering up words of encouragement to keep me calm during the whole process, for sure.
And I can imagine that it's like you definitely went in there like with some confidence right before getting in there, right?
Yeah, I actually spoke me winning first place every day. Every day I said I'm gonna take first place.
Yeah,
in this competition.
It's like, as soon as you had got there, it's like almost like all that confidence just somehow just shot out the window. It's like you start feeling those type of doubts where it's like, oh my gosh, can I really do this? Oh my gosh, am I really fit to even like qualify to be around champions of champions?
Right.
Like, stuff going through your brain?
Oh, for sure, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was guys that was lifting more than me. Like, it's like, wow. It was crazy. And it was guys smaller than me that were lifting heavy. And it's just, I'm like, wow, like y'all sitting up here deadlifting 600 plus.
Right. Like,
and I'm just a beginner. I'm just a beginner hitting almost high 400 on deadlifts. I'm not even, at the time I wasn't even 300 when on the bench. It was like people lifting more than me on bench. It was a lot of people lifting more than me when it came to squatting and deadlifting, but I just stayed in my own lane. You know, I focused on me. Didn't worry about everybody else. I did what I could do. I went in there, did my best, and came out first place.
I bet, because like when you're there, it's like, yeah, I know I'm competing, but in your mind, did y'all say, you know what? Forget what everybody else is saying. It's pretty much what you're saying. Forget what everybody else is going and doing. I'm actually competing against myself at this point in time.
Right. That's how I look at it right now. My biggest competition. I'm the only person that can stop me, and I'm not gonna let that happen. So,
yeah, and I bet it took a lot of people by surprise too when you got winning in your weight class too, right?
It actually shocked me because I didn't know. I ended up leaving after I did my whole competition. I left, so I didn't stay for the medal ceremony. I didn't stay for the results, so I didn't know until I woke up the next morning and looked on the website that I had won first place.
Hey, that's like the best good morning news you can probably see.
For sure.
Hey, this is actually better than watching
For real, yeah. Yeah, I was ready to eat when I got up out of there, man. So, but it felt good to wake up knowing that I won first place.
Yeah, and I can imagine that you had those thoughts where you were like, I really like got nominated. I really actually became a champion. Were those thoughts over your brain as well?
It was a shock, yeah. It was a shock, but I didn't realize it until I contacted the lady over the whole federation for the competition, and she clarified it, and it didn't hit me until I got the medal in the mail. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and I know that was like one of the best meal deliveries that you would ever receive.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. It was. I loved it, man. So this is forever. So like whenever I have kids, they're like, oh, hey, my dad participated in the powerlifting competition. He was a champion. You know, he lived out his little thing. Nobody told me he couldn't do it, and he just went hard for it.
And with this being under your belt, do you pretty much like see yourself like starting off a legacy moving forward, like getting into more competition like so to pretty much build off a legacy that that you would definitely feel proud of yourself, but something that also be left behind for like a family legacy. Like, hey, we had somebody in our family that really dedicated themselves and did a do what they actually love to do.
Oh, for sure, man. Like right now, I'm just in the process of losing weight so I can be smaller. If I decide to compete again, I'll be able to compete in a smaller weight class. And who knows? Might want to do a bodybuilding competition. Who knows? Might want to test the waters there just to see how disciplined I am in following a regimen of having to eat these amount of meals a day and working out this many amount of hours a day, and just to see if I can do it.
Okay. And with that being said, is there pretty much anything that you would like to share for everybody who are going through their own fitness journey or whatever journey that they're going through? Is there any encouraging words you would like to share, Mr. Champion?
Man, don't give up. Just keep going. Keep going every day. Every day is not going to be a good day when you go in the gym. Every day is not going to be a good day when it comes to your meal prep. I know that's something I'm working on right now is meal prepping. And it takes discipline. You got to want it. Nobody can want it for you. You have to want it for yourself. The only way you're going to do it is on days you don't feel like going, just go. Just go. And I guarantee you, you're going to feel better. Don't do it for nobody else. Just do it for you. Write your goals. Visualize your goals. Just believe in yourself. Because once you believe in yourself, everybody else around you going to believe in you.
And that's the number one statement. It all starts with you.
Yep.
All right, so thank you for hopping on in to Einstein Interviews. It was definitely a pleasure being able to interview you, my good friend.
Man, appreciate it, man, for sure, man. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, anytime. Just come on back whenever you just feel like it.
Oh, for sure, man. I'll probably come back when y'all probably see me smaller, for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now keep that in mind.
Oh, for sure.
Keep that in mind. So, he pretty much set that challenge for himself out there.
For sure, man.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Appreciate it, man.